asked the question about ice or heat. Well, it's an interesting question, and it's gone back and forth for years and years and years. What I see to be most effective is if you do ice in the first 24 hours, it's really going to slow down blood flow to that area that you've injured, the area that's swelling. Our bodies typically overreact, right? So they're going to send way too much inflammation in that area. And so what we want to do is slow down that inflammation, because eventually we need it to get out of there. And the more that gets into that area, the harder it is to get it out. So we want to slow it down in that first 24 hours. And then doing heat is okay, but we don't want to do it in the first 24 hours. Then when you have discomfort, you're going to start moving around or doing something, you can do some heat, but it is going to make you have more fluid move into that area. The best thing that you can be doing for inflammation once it's already there is elevating it, because that helps our lymph system and our venous system. The gravity is going to help push that fluid back down. And the best thing about that, when we elevate, when we're talking about elevating, if it's an extremity, we want to elevate above the heart. And when we do that, it moves that fluid back down, but it also allows us to, it's kind of like teaching our body how to move that fluid around again, because once we get up and start moving around that, it's more inflammation is going to move back down in that area, but it makes for good new molecules to go down there, because we have little Pac-Man macrophages and stuff that come and eat up bad tissue. And if we don't get that fluid out in the first place, then that bad tissue sits down there. We don't want it to sit down there too long, because it can create like long-lasting tissue, and that would be scar tissue. So we want to get it out as much as we can, and then allow it to go back in that area, but slow it down in the first 24 hours. If you do heat, it's okay. That'll get you up and moving, but the best form of heat to warm something up is internal, so doing some cardio exercise or something like that. If you have questions or comments or anything, leave them down below. If you have any new questions that you want to get answered, leave them down below too. Get mobile and stay active.